my name is Jenny Lee Learn, and I'm an author and illustrator, and I would like to thank Bedtime Stories with for inviting me to come on tonight and read bedtime stories tonight. So I have 3 books that I'm going to read tonight that I've written. I thought I would start just by giving a little bit of a background as to why I started writing children's books. I've always loved to read books, and when my eldest daughter started to learn to read, she was really struggling and not really loving books, and she's a lot stronger in math and reading, and now she loves to read, but at the beginning she found it really hard, and we all learn really differently, and that was fine, but I really wanted her to love reading like I did. So what I did was I started writing some books for her. I started writing them that had 1 page with more interesting text and 1 page with simpler text so that she could read along with me, because she was getting bored at just little 1-line books that she could read at that stage. So I was hoping tonight that maybe some of you boys and girls might be able to help me reading. Hello, Alicia. So I'm going to start tonight actually by reading My Mummy Likes. I thought that would be a good book to read because everybody knows Mother's Day is coming up, and this was a book that I wrote actually when one of my daughters commented that she thought that my favorite food was whatever she had left on her plate. So I hope that maybe you will find this a little bit funny, and I hope that everybody will have a nice little giggle. But like I had mentioned, I'm hoping that maybe boys and girls out there, I'm hoping that you can read. I'll just show you. I'll read one side. The first side I'll read to you. And then the second page, and this is the way all of my books are written, is for a beginner reader. So if you can shout that out, that would be amazing. So it's called Learn with Learn, and my last name is Learn, so that works out really well for these books. So I'm going to start tonight with My Mummy Likes. Here we go. My Mummy Likes. And this book is illustrated by Becky Comber. She's a very talented illustrator. This is dedicated to my mom. I said, "Mom, it was not until I had children of my own that I realized the extent of your selflessness. I love you always and forever. Love, JL." Mommy likes it best when I eat all of the toppings off the pizza. She likes the crust better with just the sauce, especially when it's cold. I always take the cheese, pepperoni, and pineapples off and eat them just for her. I like pizza. Oh, I have a question from Aaron. Why is my last name Learn? Oh, my husband's last name is Learn, so then when I married him, my last name became Learn. Thanks for your question. Mommy likes the bottom part of the ice cream cone best. She likes it when I eat the top for her. She likes the cone best when it's nice and soggy. I always eat the top part of the cone just for her. I like ice cream. Mommy likes her veggies and dip best if I dip them first a couple of times, take little bites, and then lick some of the dip off just for her. I like veggies and dip. Mommy likes cake without the icing. I always eat the icing off the cake and cupcakes just for her. I like cake. Mommy likes the crust part of the sandwiches best. It doesn't matter what kind of sandwich, grilled cheese, tuna, or peanut butter and jam. She always loves the crust. I eat the middle part of the sandwich just for her. I like sandwiches. Mommy likes her popsicles best if I start them for her. Once they get all drippy and run down my arm, she finishes them up really fast. She says it's so they don't go all over the car, but I know it's because she loves them. I like popsicles. Mommy likes her fishy crackers from the floor. Sometimes I leave extra under my seat at the table just for her. She says she sweeps them up, but I know she eats them. I like fishy crackers. Mommy likes her lollipops better if the dog licks them first. She says that's so gross. But last time, after the dog licked my lollipop, I brought it to Mommy. She thanked me and ate it right then. She says she didn't know the dog had licked it, but I know she knew. Mommies know everything. I like lollipops. Mommy likes her apples best if I eat a little of them first. I bite little bites all the way around the middle of the apple just for Mommy. I like apples. Mommy likes the jelly beans from the cracks in the couch. She says she never eats the jelly beans from the cracks in the couch, but I saw her eat them one time. I did. I like jelly beans. Mommy likes her toast with honey better after it's fallen on the floor. Mine fell on the floor honey side down. I told Mommy I didn't want it anymore and she ate it right up. I like toast with honey. Mommy tells me to try new things. She makes weird stuff that I don't like. Things like spinach, brown beans, and broccoli. She says she wants me to eat it all up. I really know she wants to eat it, so I leave it all for her. I love Mommy. Thank you for listening. Thank you. So I have a couple more books to read. I see that somebody's mentioned that the books were showing backwards. Is that correct? Does anybody else see that? It's just maybe a little technical problem. Alicia, can you help with that? Let me know if that's not the case. So I think the next book that I will read is going to be Geese Are Not Pets. So that's actually my most recent book. Oh, thanks, Janelle. It is backwards. I'm wondering, how do I switch that? Does anybody know? I bet I can figure this out. I think someone said there's tools and I can switch it, so maybe I will. Does that mean Ashton and Colton are there? Hi, if you're there. Oh, thanks, Jenna. You still loved it. Let's see. Licia, you said that maybe I can switch it. I'm wondering where I do that. Sorry about this, guys, but I want to get that right before I start my next book. Oop, that's a brighter light. Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. I don't see any other tools there. I'm wondering. All right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and read Geese Are Not Pets. I know that one of the administrators for the Bedtime Stories with is here, and maybe if she knows if there's a little trick that I can switch the books around, that would be awesome. Sorry, Erin, I don't have a Wheels on the Bus book, but I do have a book about a truck getting stuck, which is going to be the book I read after Geese Are Not Pets. So I'm going to go right on to reading Geese Are Not Pets, and I'm sorry if it's showing backwards. Maybe just concentrate on the images and it won't matter which way they're displayed. Okay. So again, this one is, I'll read the first page, and if you want to shout out the second page, I understand that it's tricky if it's showing backwards. This is called Geese Are Not Pets. And when I was a little kid, I had a goose that lived in the house. This one's dedicated to my sister Katie and Silly the Goose, and this is a book that I both wrote and illustrated. And Silly the Goose was a goose that we hatched in an incubator at my house, and Silly the Goose even had it, the measurements on the height chart are We had all of our measurements taken on the wall as we grew, and the goose was also on the height chart as it grew because it grew and ran around the house and then eventually got kicked outside. So we're going to learn a little bit about incubators. My friends all have pets, but not me. My dad knows I want an incubator to keep eggs warm and hatch goslings. If I had my very own geese, I would take really good care of them. Dad says geese are not pets. I remind my mom how cute goslings are. I tell her goose eggs take only 30 days to hatch in an incubator. Mom stares at me like I'm crazy. Mom says geese are not pets. Grandma spoils me. We do fun things together and she buys me new clothes all the time. I sit with her and I tell her my dream of hatching goose eggs in an incubator. Grandma gives me a little cuddle. Grandma says geese are not pets. If my big sister gave me some of her money, I could buy my own incubator. I ask my sister. Curse, smash! She slams her bedroom door in my face. My sister yells, geese are not pets. I am upset. I lock myself in my room and I pout for 3 whole days. But then I have an idea. At the farm next door, I ask for some goose eggs. I explain that no one will buy me an incubator. My plan is to sit on the eggs myself until they hatch. The farmer tells me I can't sit on the eggs because I need to go to school. The farmer says geese are not pets. I wait and wait and wait for summer break. Back at the farm, I use my best manners and I promise to sit on the eggs until they hatch. The farmer laughs, but he gives me eggs. At home, I put my eggs in the nest I've made with blankets. After collecting food, books, and games, I climb in. Mom asks what I'm doing. I'm sitting on my goose eggs for 30 days until they hatch. Mom shakes her head. She's sure I'll never make it that long. I can't do this. I sit on my eggs and I turn them gently every day. I only get up to go to the potty. 30 days later, I'm out of snacks, bored with my games, and I've read all of my books. Some of you might be feeling that way right now. I'm ready to give up, but then I hear a sound. Peep, peep, peep. My eggs hatch. Peep, peep, peep. As soon as my goslings can walk, they follow me everywhere. They swim in the bathtub when I bathe. They dance on the table when I eat. They even tuck under my bed when I sleep. My goslings think I am their mom. Every day I take my geese for walks. I teach them to swim and I feed them. When I'm done, all I have time for is to eat dinner, do my homework, and go to bed. My geese grow and grow and grow. My family wants the geese out of the house. There's goose poop everywhere. I try putting them outside, but they keep finding ways back in. The house is a mess. As fast as I can, I bike to the store to buy diapers. I put a diaper on each goose. All fixed. Many months later, my geese still follow me everywhere. I'm tired of changing diapers, but I love my geese. My family is proud of me for taking care of my pets. They have a gift for me. What could the gift be? I quickly tear open the wrapping. It's an incubator for hatching more eggs. I faint. The end. And there's the goose with the socks on and all the baby geese following behind that hatched out of the incubator. Thanks for listening. There's a picture on the back with my daughters holding chicks, and we've actually just hatched some chicks out of an incubator. And my last book for the night before bedtime, it's getting very close to bedtime, I'm getting extra sleepy, is Truck Got Stuck. And this was actually the first book that I wrote, but I have redone this book. So this is the second edition, brand new this year, second edition, and it's a lot of fun to read. So again, you can shout it out. You'll catch on to the rhythm or catch on to what you're to shout out really quickly. So if you can help me out, that would be amazing. Truck Got Stuck. This one is dedicated to Jamie, my husband Jamie, and my brothers Dustin, Adam, Rob, and Pete. And they can read this with their kids when they are stuck in a truck. Again, this one's been written with one side for experienced readers, one side for beginner readers. Truck Got Stuck. Last night there was a ginormous snowstorm. Stop signs were buried, houses were buried, even some of the tallest trees were buried. The roads were all closed. The snow was super deep. It says, "Stop snowing." Finally it stopped snowing. As soon as the roads were opened back up, Dad and I jumped into his big red truck. At the bottom of a steep hill, we hit a patch of ice. The truck slid to the left, slid to the right, twirled around and around 23 times and landed kerplunk in a huge snowbank. Oh no, the red truck got stuck. Dad called my uncle. He drives a noisy blue dump truck. He brought chains to pull us out. The blue truck came barreling down the hill, slid on the ice, spun around and around and around, and landed smuck in the same soft snowbank. Oh no, the blue truck got stuck. My dad called my auntie. She drives a dazzling yellow tow truck. She brought a winch to tug us out. Dad tried to warn her about the ice, but her music was too loud. The yellow truck gracefully slid sideways, swish, right into the snowbank. Oh no, the yellow truck got stuck. Auntie called my papa. He drives a rickety purple truck with a tooting horn. Sometimes Papa toots too. Papa brought a shovel to dig everybody out. When Papa's truck hit the ice, it did a fancy figure eight and let out a toot as it landed in the big snowbank. Oh no, the purple truck got stuck. Papa called my nanny. Nanny drives an old green truck. Nanny brought gas. Nanny also brought cookies. She always brings cookies. When Nanny saw everyone in the snowbank, she drove into it just for fun. Whee! Oh no, the green truck got stuck. Nanny called her friend. She drives a fast gray truck. She brought sand for traction under the tires. The gray truck flew across the ice, spun right around, and slid backwards into the snowbank. Whoosh! Oh no, the gray truck got stuck. Everybody dug and pushed and pulled for a very long time. The snow was too deep. How many trucks were still stuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, 6 trucks were still stuck. A pink truck with a plow stopped to rescue everyone. Hooray! The plow started to move a heap of snow, but it was too much. Swoosh, thud. Oh no, the pink truck got stuck. Was there anyone left to call? I thought and thought and thought. Oh, I know the perfect person. I called Mom. Mom drives an orange tractor. Mom arrived with her bright orange tractor. She pulled out the pink truck. She yanked out the gray truck. She pushed out the green truck. She towed out the purple truck. She dug out the yellow truck. She tugged out the blue truck. She drove out the red truck. When all of the trucks were unstuck, we sat on the snowbank and ate cookies. The radio says another snowstorm is on the way. I can't wait. The end. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. That was really fun. Oh, hi there. Hi, Leticia. If anybody has any questions for me, I'll stick around for a minute and just type them in the comments, and I'll answer questions for you. Hi, Cece and Felix, if you're there. Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, I'd like to thank Bedtime Stories with again for having me here and sharing my books. I think that a few parents just mentioned that they need to get their kids to go off to bed, so I should say good night, kids. Have a really good sleep. I'm not far before I go to bed myself. So have a great night. And if there's no questions, I'm going to sign off, and thanks so much for listening. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.